with Duncan. Duncan saw a game that he's going to use a word.
Yeah.
That's a word that starts with T. But we tied, and it's not the word that starts with T that's tied.
Tedious. It was really slow.
Tedious.
Yes.
So we tied with Vancouver.
20 minutes. First 20 minutes. Awesome.
That was not tedious.
No, it wasn't.
So there were 20 minutes of that 90 minutes that was not tedious.
You're right. It was quite nice. And we were playing the ball around a lot. And then it felt like we just decided to stop trying to score a goal after about 30 minutes. And that's when it got tedious. And it was just like, oh, God, play the ball forward, for fuck's sake.
Well, and so here's what was not tedious. Worrying about them scoring a goal.
No, you're right. And that's the thing. Oh, my God, this is the thing with Gary Smith, right? And like I said, I don't want to get rid of a manager because I want a manager to work his way through to the end of the season and blah, blah. However, I'm getting really pissed off with this style of management, I have to say, because we will sit on a 1-goal lead from 20 minutes out. And it's kind of like, seriously, we can't do this. We're not good enough to do this. We're not a Jose Mourinho team who can sit and just park the bus for like 80 minutes. We're not good at that. We're better when we're going forwards. And honestly, it was so awful because in the first half, right? So you had like we were playing a back four which I wanted.
Yes, back four. You got what you wanted. You got what you wanted, even, and you're still using the word tedious.
I did get what I wanted, and so. But the thing is, right? So there was loads of balls that came to our side to Taylor Washington, and he had nowhere to go, and he just played the ball back. And he was like looking exasperated because there was nowhere else to go. It was just so like, and he just passed the ball back to the centre back, and that was all he did. He did that about I'm gonna say 1,000,000 times. It was probably like 3, right?
Enough to make it tedious.
Passed the ball back to the centre half all the time, and he was telling Leal, and at one time Mukhtar was playing on the left. But then they switched it. He was telling Mukhtar to give me an option, like fucking move, like so the defender isn't in the way, and that wasn't happening. And so all you do is play the ball back, and it was just like, I'm sick of us sitting on a lead. I'm sick of it, and like we need to be more progressive when we're going forward. We're really good when we actually give a shit. Like the guy sitting next to me was saying, we need to play like we're 4 goals down. Like
we need to play like we're 4 goals down.
Because then we actually come and we actually fucking try. In the last 20 minutes, what the fuck is Walker Zimmerman doing playing as an inside right? Like, what is that? What is that?
Desperation is what that was. That was just like, well, we're just gonna throw stuff now forward.
Well, why do you go like on 60 minutes? Let's take off some attacking players and put on 2 defenders. When you're only one.
Yeah, it's exactly. It's like we were seeing a lot of attacking players coming off for defensive mids and center backs.
And then you leave yourself open when you're only a goal up. If you're 2 goals up and it's on 80 minutes, I understand that, right? When you're 1 goal up and it's 70 minutes, don't take off your attacking players because the chances are they might score. And then you've got nobody left.
They might score.
They might score.
And they might keep the ball on the other side of the field.
We had like 70% possession in the first 20 minutes. And that's when we were good. And then we just went, let's drop off. Drop. And it was just like, what? You can't do this for 18, like for 60 minutes. You can't do that. You've got to be on your front foot. You've got to be good at the things you're good at, not be mediocre at the things you're bad at. Like, do you know what I mean? Like,
hey, at least mediocre at the things you're bad at is mediocre at the things you're bad at. But especially given the fact that we're playing against a team that's still chasing points.
Yes.
On the
thing
road.
Is, I was looking. Okay, yes, exactly, right. But Vancouver had little attacking threat, I thought. Little.
Gauld was their only hope. striking that ball.
The problem with us as well is that we have little attacking threat other than set pieces. There are so few. Not like last season, we had so many chances from open play. And like Mukhtar's form's dropped off, I think. I don't know why that is. And I think that we've got these players in positions who are so immobile that they don't give people options. And it's starting to get on my tits, to be honest. We should have won.
Very sorry for your
We
tits.
should have won that game. We should have won that game.
Should have won that game.
And the reason why we didn't win that game is because we decided to defend for the second half. We just decided to defend the whole time. That was disappointing. And like when you've got a fucking lamb in the wolf's jaws, the wolf doesn't let it go. It fucking shakes it until it's dead.
You use your molars. Use your molars to sort of gnaw it a little bit. Yeah, make it. Yeah.
Especially if you're a wolf.
Use your molars.
You use your canines.
Yeah, no, you use your molars. If it's in your mouth, use your molars.
That's what lazy fart. You know.
No,
ripping
you use
flesh.
you use the
Ripping
grinded.
and tearing flesh.
No, okay. So it turns out that that carnivores, killers, those with the killer instinct. Use the biting parts instead of the grinding.
I thought we had them. We had them in our. We had that little lamb in our mouth, and we didn't shake it to death. We let it go.
Vancouver, you escaped a shaking tonight.
One more thing. Sorry.
Yes. No, go.
It's kind of like really disappointing when we have like all this forward momentum. And Gary Smith always wants to defend. That's okay when we get to the playoffs, right? The one time we don't get to the playoffs playing like that, people are going to tell him to get the fuck out.
This is the worry.
Yes.
This is the worry. Like if this gets us to the playoffs and we squeak in again, he says look at the record. Look at how this works.
Absolutely. You can't play like football is about entertainment, right? If you're not entertaining, and that was not entertainment.
It was like feeling a heart attack coming on.
That was tedious.
I disagree with you about tediousness. It was about like waiting for something to hit you in the nuts. That's not tedious. That's like anxiety producing. That felt like it was like someone was like, "Am I gonna kick you in the nuts?"
Yeah.
Hey. Are you
You're
bored?
Right.
Are you bored? No, I'm not bored. I'm just anxious
I was saying,
annoyed.
I was saying I had to talk to people off camera. But I was saying to Christy, we're going to fucking draw this. We're going to fucking draw this. Like
Andrew and I had exactly this conversation. I said the words. Andrew and I were sitting together, and I pulled him over, and I said, Cincinnati.
Yeah, exactly. So we need to stop fucking doing this. And I'm sorry to swear on camera because I tried not to these days. But you know,
the camera loves it.
That was just really tedious. And
that was terrible.
Yeah.
All right, Duncan, thank you. NSC Fan TV, Duncan and I agree that was tedious.
Yes. Lovely stuff. And yeah, we're still going back tomorrow.